When I first started out on my health and fitness journey more than 10 years ago, I made a lot of mistakes and it took me a long time to get to where I am now. It was hard and I had to learn a lot along the way. Now I want to help you avoid having to make those mistakes and do it the hard way like I did by sharing 5 things I wish I had known when I started my health and fitness journey. Hey, what's up? I'm Melanie Ash of MelanieAshFitness.com. I'm a personal trainer, a fitness nutrition specialist, a weight management specialist, and a women's wellness expert. And today I want to share with you some of the lessons that I have learned in over 10 years of not just working in the fitness industry, but that I've learned of my own health and fitness journey. And whether you're totally new and just starting out, or you've been maybe working out and trying to eat healthy for years, I think these are 5 things that can really help you avoid some mistakes that might trip you up, hold you back from getting results, or maybe help you get better results and not feel so frustrated. Number one of 5 things I wish I had known when I first started my health and weight loss journey is that strength training trumps cardio every time. When I first got started trying to get fit, before I was a personal trainer, before I worked with women around the country, I wanted to lose weight. And the only way that I knew how to lose weight was by doing cardio. And I would go to the gym every day and I would get on the treadmill. And I would walk at first, then eventually I would run, and sometimes I'd do an hour at a time, and then I started doing cardio group fitness classes. I was in my early 20s at the time, and it did work for weight loss. But after a couple years, I realized that I plateaued. And I may have lost some weight, but my body didn't change. And the reason why is because I wasn't strength training. Once I started strength training and learning about the importance of muscle mass and how much that fuels your metabolism and how you can change the shape of your body with strength training, I realized and learned through my education as well that strength training is far more effective than cardio, and it will take you further longer, and you want to do more strength training than you do cardio every single time. I like to think of it this way. Cardio breaks the body down. Strength training builds the body up. You want to build your body up strong. You want to build lean mass. You want to turn yourself into a metabolic machine. You need strength training. It's not going to make you bulky. It's going to make you lean and tight. Number 2 of 5 things I wish I had known when I started my health and fitness journey is the importance of macros. It's not just about calories. And even then, way back in the beginning, I was young, I was in my early 20s, and I didn't pay a lot of attention to what I was eating. I was able to still lose weight just by working out. Now, as many of you guys know, once we got into our 30s, that didn't really work anymore. We had to pay a lot more attention to what we were eating. And it's not just about calories or eating clean, it's about the proper balance of macronutrients, which are protein, fat, and carbs. Over the years, I've learned the function of each of those macronutrients, why they're important, what the right intake is, not just as a general recommendation, but for my body, me personally, what works, as well as how to optimally time your macronutrients so that you get the most bang for your bucks with carbohydrates, for example, and protein. So I encourage you to look beyond just calories and understand that what makes up those calories is important and that your body can feel completely differently when you're eating the right balance of macronutrients and fueling yourself with the proper timing of those macronutrients. Life-changing, I promise. Number 3, and this one is maybe my favorite of the 5 things I wish I had known when I started my health and fitness journey, is to squat heavy and squat deep. Because if you're like me and you maybe want to do some toning in your lower body, I tend to carry a little more weight in my lower body. And for years I was doing squats, but I didn't realize I wasn't going heavy enough and I wasn't going deep enough. And so I wasn't getting the booty that I wanted. Why is that? A squat is basically just sit down and stand up. And you do that a million times a day. You sit down with your body weight and you stand up with your body weight, which means if you want to change your body, you have to challenge it beyond just sitting and standing with your body weight, which means you need more weight than your body weight, and you need to get lower than probably you do when you sit down on a chair. You need to squat below parallel. That's what's going to effectively target your gluteal muscles. You need proper form so that you're building up your glutes and not your quads. And you need to go as heavy as you can or as you like so that your body is getting the appropriate challenge. When I started squatting heavy, I can't not even tell you, I'd already been lifting for years, and yet my lower body really started to change, and I started to get that nice round high booty that I've been after, and it looks better in my 30s than it did in my 20s because I squat heavy and I squat deep. Number 4 of the 5 things that I wish I had known when I started my health and fitness journey, and this is a big one. Not just because of the impact that it's had on my life personally, but because of what I see with women that I talk to and work with every single day. Number 4 is the dangers of extreme low-calorie dieting, especially when it's combined with intense exercise and overtraining. I learned this lesson the hard way when I started preparing for my first fitness competition. I was already a trainer, I was already a group fitness instructor. I'd been on my own fitness journey for many years at that point, but I decided that I wanted to take it to the next level and start preparing for a competition. And I didn't work with anyone, I coached myself. And I got really lean, and I placed 3rd in my first show. And at that time I looked great, but I also was having terrible night sweats, didn't feel well at all, and ended up being diagnosed with hypothyroidism. Keep in mind that I was only 31 years old. And over the next year, as I continued competing, and I continued all this extreme exercise and this intense dieting, I ended up losing a ton of muscle mass, felt terrible, my thyroid levels skyrocketed. I ended up rebounding, gaining a ton of weight that I then spent the next year trying to take off. And I will tell you that now, 4 years later, I still, even at a healthy calorie intake and a normal, sane amount of exercise, I still have metabolic and hormonal issues from that period of extreme dieting and intense exercise, which at first was only about a 5 to 6 month period. So what I wish I had known was that I could have gotten results just as good if I'd taken it a little bit more slowly and been a little bit more smart about it, kept my calories higher, been a little bit more patient, taking a better, smarter, slower, more sustainable route. I wish I had known the importance of taking diet breaks. So once I came out of that first competition, instead of jumping right into the next one after only a couple months of not dieting, even though I still wasn't eating very much, I wish I had known the importance of giving my metabolism a chance to recover, of taking a good long maintenance phase, and then again beginning a normal, sane, slow competition prep. Now, I had to learn that lesson the hard way, and there's a lot of women that I talk with who are tempted to go super low on calories or they want to do a ton of exercise. And I'm always cautioning you, the long-term effects to your health and your body are not worth short-term results, especially because, and it's a prime example, you're not going to keep those results. I don't look like I did when I did that first show. Thankfully, I've rebuilt the muscle that I lost, but I've never been able to get quite that lean again because my body fights me on dieting because I pushed it to the extreme, and now it's trying to prevent that from happening again. This is maybe the most important lesson that I've learned that I want you to remember, is that extreme low-calorie dieting, especially combined with intense exercise and overtraining, is a big mistake that can take you years to correct. So I wish I had known that when I started my health and fitness journey, and I hope that that information is helpful for you as you are on your journey. And the fifth and last thing that I wish I had known when I first started out over 10 years ago is not to try to do it all alone. I was someone who never worked with a coach, never worked with a trainer. I took group exercise classes, but I never worked one-on-one with anyone. I coached myself through all of my competition preps. And I'm someone who loves health and fitness, and so I really did love the journey of learning and educating myself. But in the past few years, I've started working, even on my own journey, with other trainers and coaches, and I've learned so much from them. Even if you are already in the health and fitness industry, you can learn so much from other people who have other experiences, who maybe have other areas of expertise that you're not quite as knowledgeable in. Learning and growing happens by you interacting with other people and allowing other people to look at you from an outsider point of view. Sometimes we don't know, and that's what happens, is sometimes someone else can look at you objectively and see something that you won't see in yourself. Don't try to do it alone. Work with someone, even just, getting together, connecting with friends and helping each other. You don't have to do it alone, and it makes it so much easier if you allow yourself to be supported, to be coached, and to have someone give you an outsider point of view and help you understand what might be best for you. So those are 5 things that I wish I had known when I first started my health and fitness journey. Number 1, strength training over cardio all day, every day. Strength training is far more effective. Number 2, the importance of macros. It's not just calories that matter, but we need to have the right balance of macronutrients and use them wisely. Number 3, squat heavy, squat deep. That's pretty much all I need to say. Number 4, extreme low-calorie dieting combined with too much exercise can set you up for a metabolic crash and a rebound, can damage your thyroid and cause a host of other issues. Just don't do it. Be patient, take it slow. And number 5, don't do it alone. You need help, you need guidance, and you need accountability. That's the way to true success. So if you're looking for a little bit more help, guidance, or accountability, I have online group coaching now open, and this is something that is totally new that I've never been able to offer before, and it is almost one-on-one guidance that usually was only available to those who worked with me one-on-one at a much higher price point. But now in a group setting, you can get this for just $9.99 a month. It's pretty amazing. You get a workout program, you get guidance on your nutrition and sample meal plans. We do challenges. Right now we're just starting a 12-week challenge to get you slimmed up and in shape for summer. You get motivation, weekly live workouts with me, weekly live Q&As, and you can interact with me and ask questions every single day within the private Facebook group. I'll put a link to that here. Check that out if you're interested. It's pretty awesome. Love to have you on board if you're looking for a little bit of extra support, accountability, and guidance on your health and fitness journey. Otherwise, you can find me at melanieashfitness.com anytime. Check it out. Free recipes, free workouts, and don't make the same mistakes I did. Learn from my mistakes and take it easy on your health and wellness journey. Thanks so much. Talk to you soon.